And here, other guy, are you with me?
I'm here.
Wow, it's us, the pasta man, the other guy. Slacks is just a wonderful human being. God,
I couldn't agree more. We're the
he has
dynamic
no
duo.
flaws. He really does. He's just a swell guy. He always remembers your name. He doesn't force you to cast fake Dota tournaments while he's cooking pasta on a live stream. That's legitimately how I got into Dota 2 casting, by the way. No, he's just a swell man in general. But
I like him.
he's okay. I'll give him that. I'll give him that.
That makes one of us. That's
He's okay. But how are you feeling about these drafts then? Because OpTic came out with a double random to begin with. In fact, I mean, you might just be cut off because we see it's basically the colliding forces here of bodies. Vici, I think they want to go for that challenge, maybe.
It's like it, but OpTic are being very, very conservative, not checking. I like Morphling.
Yeah.
This hero is super cool, super strong. He has a lot of unique things he can do with his ultimate, the Morph ability. Especially when you have something, a Sand King, right? The Sand King, stun, change back and kill somebody. Gyrocopter, Flat Cannon too. He's got some good spells. Bodies to take.
Yeah, it's an interesting playstyle compared to how he has been in the past. A couple of people assumed that he was ruined. I saw a lot of people on Reddit crying about it. But then, yeah, I know, not those guys. God. But the general consensus seems to be that he's in a pretty good spot right now. He's actually very strong. Well, not very strong. I'd probably give him the strong. I wouldn't add the very in front. But
it's a bit untested. Everyone's not sure how strong he exactly is.
Thanks for coming completely against me, Brad. You're an idiot.
You're welcome. Anytime. That's why I'm here.
But these lanes are matching up, so it is going to be a mid-silencer. And we already see some shards coming out. PPD is just blocking them off. I mean, there's a lot of players from the side of Vici just sort of babysitting up 747 Wyoyaya, who's known in the wider gaming community.
It's all these goddamn mid laners crying, right? They need tri-lanes mid.
Absolutely. I thought we'd get out of that state, but apparently we're just right back at it. But it's pretty stable stuff. And Zai is going to be in the off lane with the Pangolier. I actually really like off lane Pangolier as a sort of position for him and a hero. I think he's, for one, like when Midas Mode started and Pangolier and Dark Willow were like 70 each, I was like, what in God's green earth are they smoking over at Moonduck Studios? But they've found their rightful place. But in the mid lane, oh boy, there's cogs placed, but no kill potential at all. I hyped that up quite a lot. Oh no, I spoke too soon. They might just get one onto 747. The right click CCNC. Gonna get a lot of harassment, but not enough.
It's so awkward that this tri-lane of VGJs lose quite badly to OpTic's loop.
Oi, oi, oi. First blood comes out. Hi, Cat. Snake King is gone, and be that. No challenges, though. I mean, OpTic, they didn't complete the 360 no-scope, did they? I'm not.
No, they did not.
They did not. There are opportunities for it. But Cogs as well in the bottom lane. Kit Track is just going to TP away. He knows they have no battery assault, no way to cancel up that TP, so he is going to survive.
These rotations on the side of VGJ have been very unsuccessful. Right, they've only managed to. The Warlock is actually out-leveled both these heroes. No experience.
In top lane. Okay, I spoke too soon, but there's really nothing going on. In the mid lane, however, that's where the action is. CCNC is getting into right-click damage. The shards refraction coming out. 747, Wyoya. He's got the snowball into him, but he's invis up. They're not going to be able to get him with that rune on top of him. He is safe and sound. There's no detection inside of OpTic.
Yep, this is a pretty dangerous lane for Assassin. The Tusk can always take time. Silencer very good at breaking refraction. It's not the best matchup, but later on in the game, you can make it over the hump. It's interesting to see that VGJ have left Gyro solo against the Pen.
Yeah.
Like, there's no effort at all to try to stop that.
Yeah,
Focusing
I mean,
on this mid.
Zai is dominating that lane as well.
Yep.
With PPD rotating in as well. He sends out a snowball. We're going to go with the shards as well. He's grouped up. Already Zai, he leaps onto him as well. Using that shield crash. It's going to be that swashbuckle. That'll finish him off in the end. Getting quite an easy kill in the mid lane as well. CCNC, however, he is in the trouble. The battery assault is going to be enough. Slows him down. They do get a kill and a TP away in a nick of time as well. With Francis Lee. It might just be able to get another one onto PPD. Has a bit off more than he can chew. Very low. It's going to salve up. And Eventually, VG choose to back off the shards from PPD, not quite connecting. They might have been able to turn something around there.
Nice plays from both teams. Like, I imagine this gyro is just gonna get ran at over and over. Angry stuff on levels. He's essentially a free killer.
The Pangolier?
No, the gyro. Like, they'll come help.
Yes. Yeah, I agree, absolutely. He's very vulnerable in that lane, as evident from that last gank attempt with PPD. But, I mean, whoa. Snake King is super weak here. I don't know if the Fatal Bonds are going to be enough to kill him. He's regenerating up significantly, but...
He's dead to that.
It's enough. Wow. Well played, indeed. PPD is just stealing up, hovering up those bounty rooms as well. I don't know how stock into those bad boys. Yeah, so far, OpTic are looking pretty fly.
I'd say they're off to a very good start. Morphling, free farm has been secured. Nobody can mess with him. Pangolier having a fantastic time in the offlane. Even the mid lane for OpTic is going. The CS on both mid laners are quite well.
Well, Zai now, the tables have turned. The stun, the homing missiles, but he swashbuckles away. But he might still die here, falling very low. The Arctic Burn has slowed him down. He's super weak. He does have a one stick though, and he's fine. He's happy. He's out of there. I mean, he would have survived that regardless, even if they got one more hit, I think, from those one charges. So, I'll play to him. But on the mid lane, there's another story here. I think 747 is in a very dangerous situation. He's got the refraction. He's okay. He also had a fairy fire, so not too much of a troubling scenario, but very weak. Have to back out of that lane and go to the shrine.
Still very nice. Silencer asserting his dominance in the 1v1 matchup. Very good against levels. But this has got to be concerning. Morphling is untouchable. I don't feel like they can set up kills on this hero. He's so tanky, so aloof, hard to kill. And this courier happens to scout out the clockwork towards the mid lane.
Uh-oh. Well, gonna walk over to the shrine and see if he can spot anyone. Kid Tracker, he ends up walking straight into them, but he's very speedy. He's got that boots and the wind lace, so he's going to be able to just escape out of there. Zai again has been gone on the top lane, but I do not believe he's a kill in the slightest. In fact, Zai's even going to try and turn it around a little bit now as he starts walking towards them. Homing missiles to get in place, but he knows the limits reasonably well of this hero. He's just tanking so much damage here. And a kill on the mid lane. That was with the help of PPD. CCNC ends up finding that one.
Very nicely done. You know, the TA is a hero that likes to stay ahead and take the pace of the game. But when TA gets off to this slow of a start, it usually time she spends catch up. So it's very almost got
so close, yeah. The bottom lane as well, yeah. They're going to see that burrow strike onto Kid Track. Kid Track's super weak, but Pycat turns up, ends up moving in with the waveform. Oh my goodness, Snake King is so weak. The Fatal Bonds, is there anything to try and trigger it, to try and bring him down? 10 HP. No one sticks available. Zai eats the mango and uses that shield crash to find the kill in the end. So it's going to be the 2-for-1.
Very nicely done. It's that's sometimes what happens, right? When your supports are very low level, you don't have damage to be able to kill a Warlock. It was two of them trapped in with the Warlock and the battery assault hitting him too, and it took so long for them to...
Now grouping up on the mid. And they might want to go for another kill here. On the 7-7. Royer is going to be eating that damage up the shield crash on top of it. Does not have any refraction charges. It's already expended. And they're gone, but now they want to turn this one around. PPD is going to fall to the battery assault of Francis. The rotation's already coming, but now Zai using that rolling boulder. Look at the power of the ultimate, boys. Seeing it done nicely. Zai is going to escape to the low ground as well, into the river, but he might still try and go for a kill or two.
Hit by Fatal Bond? I don't think
yeah, he's weak. He's 70 HP. Not going to be enough. They all end up falling, but... Yeah, I mean, OpTic, they seem to be thoroughly, once again, in the driving seat this game, even after randoming their first two heroes. I mean, VG came out with the full-on draft. They were spending their moon bucks, trying to go for those high-tier picks, Clockwork and the likes, Sand King as well. These great heroes that are trolling up these heroes, provide good vision during the team fights, and it has not worked out for them. OpTic seem to have just sort of found out what was the weaknesses, what to exploit. I think Pangolier is a big part of this. That hero is crazy, actually, in the right hands. People, especially the repeated buffs he's received, he's on the tier 1 scale for sure.
Everywhere he's gone this game, he's been some sort of double damage. Ton of work. And this is with OpTic playing the kind of right. They ran him with their first heroes, so building up some of the.
Weird to say that eco draft. But like
CS:GO.
if we just talk like a bit more about Zai on the Pangolier, like rolling boulder as an ultimate, it's up so often. Like the uptime is 50 cooldown. Like look at this, Zai can just leap in. Doesn't even use shield crash yet, by the way. Now he's gonna use it to finish up the kill. And, like it does so much damage. And the rolling boulder as well. He's gonna whoa, he gets it! I don't believe it! Oh my goodness. We're gonna see another kill here as the snowball comes out, and that'll be 2 kills going their way. Zai again, and Pycat, he gets a solo kill onto Snake King. OpTic are just like, it doesn't even matter where they are all across the map, they're just finding these kills. But CCNC is getting gone on now on the mid lane. They want to try and get this kill, and they might just get it. He heals up with a magic wand, but not quite enough to try and get him out of that right click range, but still the shards. Now the tower damage, PPD realizes that he could go for a kill here. So much damage, and the tower hit gets it. Great play by PPD, blocking him up with the shards. But now the table's here. You see them trying to move in a little bit with the battery assault, but does not connect. And now, once again, PPD, one of the most aggressive mans on in this game, it feels like. Tries to snowball in, but now they do have to back off. The Burst Strike will bring down KitTrack here very easily. Stan King will be the one to find that kill. So, I mean, OpTic are just, they're trying to play off this momentum. Backfired a little bit towards the tail end, but they're still sitting with a favorable gold lead as it starts this early in the game. Vici, they answer with an immediate smoke.
Yep, they're trying to make this Warlock kill even more. Want something more, something bigger.
Yeah, yep.
Wave if they find him, right?
Yeah, that's off cooldown for another 5 seconds. And the Arctic Burn's going to slow him down as well. Look at the trap. He's very weak. The homing missile on top, but he is strength morphing. A very tanky morphling right now. And the epicenter comes out, but Zai with the rolling boulder again. Another double stun. Moves back in, connects another one. He just stunned up 4 heroes this game so far in that one team fight. Pycat still not dead. And he picks up the invis rune, but it's not going to be enough. Francis comes in with the battery assault, finds the kill off the back of it, but Zai almost turned that one around for them. In fact, he actually did in a way. He picked up 2 kills. Pycat did have to fall as a result, but again, not even that bad for OpTic, and they might be trying to find another one here. Onto Ahsoka, going to drop that golem, but it doesn't actually manage to find a stun. Still Zai now, going to be in a bit of a troubling scenario. Shield craft means he's got a bit of durability, a bit of damage reduction. Still, they're going to be trying to take this fight, but they're very slow from this Arctic burn. They're going to be having to just wait around a bit. They are deep behind enemy territory. Francis Lee, F. Lee tries to go in, misses the hookshot. Zai with a swashbuckler. He moves down to the low ground, but still KitTrack is caught now into the cogs. Can he get out of this? The TP is coming in, tries to go to the low ground, using the golem, microing it up, trying to body block them out, but now CCNC has rotated in. Meanwhile, Stan Lee is probably going to fall into the back lines to PPD. Indeed, he does, but the fight is still continuing here. CCNC now falling very low. The Mel damage is going to be too much. Does get off the global silence in the nick of time, which means they are most likely going to get this kill onto 747. Ryo is going to fall. Can they get another one onto Snake King? He's going to be backing off. Has that urn. Pycat with golem. They could try and still turn it if they've got the knowledge, but Vici might still be looking for a few kills of their own. Francis still just hovering around this tier 1, but they now have spotted Snake King. He's going to be trying to run himself up to the high ground, but the snowball is on him. The homing missile is going to be dropped here. Now we're going to see if they can do a bit of damage here. Pycat, though, with a nice triple burst strike. Oh my goodness, Pycat into the back lines. He's bursted them down. A double kill for him. This is fantastic play by OpTic. Absolutely stunning.
That was so good. He morphed into the Sand King stun wall.
Oh my god, Francis might still be dead here. Like, PPD's still chasing him down. Gonna commit that Walrus punch, but at the end of the day, this will be the kill. I mean, the cogs can only do so much. PPD on the killing spree. That's so much gold that's gone the way of OpTic.
Yeah, you know you're in trouble when PPD's on a killing spree.
You know you're in trouble when he's actually got arcane boots. That's right. You know,
He's
that's
very
troubling.
farmed, isn't he?
Yeah, that's real troubling. His play style, but they might be looking for even more kills here. I mean, KitTrack just wanders, no fear in the map. He's onto the high ground. Pykat's taking up tier 1s in the upper lane and top lane. Doesn't even matter to them. OpTic, they realize they've got full control of this game. Vision in the enemy's jungle as well. All over the place, in fact. It's really just wonderful Dota.
Very nice. So when Pangler picked up his javelin and starts to get a swashbuckle off on music, it does so much damage. It feels like it almost doubles the damage.
With the javelin? Oh yeah, because of the procs it gives you. It's really crazy how well so many items synergize on the hero. Like, offlane Pango is absolutely mental. And like, Zai still only got 1 level in his Rolling Thunder, and he still comes out with like tons of essentially utility plays, tons of stuns in the team fights. Because it's still on such a low cooldown at level 1, you can afford to just put max points into your shield crash, put max points into your swashbuckler, and you can just do an overwhelming amount of damage that way. But see VGJ trying to pressure out the tier 2 into the bottom lane, maybe for rotations, but there's a team fight kicking off in the mid now. CCNC commits the global silence, the golems as well. Now Francis tries to hookshot out of there, but the TP as well on top will not be enough. He will fall here. It doesn't look like there are many more kills to be had here for OpTic, but they're happy to take this advantage, farm up a little bit, and once again, VGJ pushed back. They were trying to go for these kills, didn't work out in their favor.
Yeah, it's so difficult fights against Silencer and Warlock, especially when they're on the same team. Their ultimates are fight winners.
Mid lane, CCNC, the epicenter is going to be used here by Snaking. Again, they're going to see if they can get a kill at least. He's so weak with that urn. He should tick down here. He does, but the golem is going to be whacking him down. Meanwhile, Zai comes to the back line. Trying to get a kill once again onto the Templar Assassin. Zai using that rolling boulder to find his kills. Now, you can see the homing missile, the cooldown, I should say, being used to try and zone out OpTic. But OpTic have already got 2 kills here. I mean, they could back off quite happily. Try and just basically play the advantage they've got in terms of player advantage. I feel super sorry for this Templar Assassin. Like, he is super underfarmed at this point in the game.
It's one of those heroes that needs to play from ahead, or else she just sits in this position the entire game.
He might just get a kill. I mean, Francis is playing very brave. He's with the battery assault, tries to get a kill, but nice shots by PBD. It's actually perfect. Maybe blocking heavily up, and now Pycat just runs him down. With that waveform, enough burst damage, never kill for them. It's literally VGJ just feeding one at a time, it feels like.
Yeah, it feels like they have no hope of being able to get small skirmishes. They need to basic items, right? Like tanking needs Blink Dagger, which is coming out on the courier, so maybe that'll help them a bit, but still. The Templar Assassin is not where she wants to be in terms of farm. Like, when you have this level of farm, it's really for her to do fights. She's not going to do any damage to burst hero, she's going to be very kill and deal with fights. I guess Gyro is somewhat farmed. He's about to make this. Still a long way from having anything impactful.
Smoked by OpTic. They are trying to approach it, and they're going to be just missed the massive stack that was farmed up there. 747, but now they're going to initiate in with the War of Punches Wild Eye coming in with the stuns. Can see get too much value out of it, but that Shrine is going to be healing him up, and now that's a dangerous situation for OpTic. Meanwhile, in the back lines, there is another team fight kicking off here. The global silence used by CCNC is just trying to escape out of it. Francis Lee going to be seeing if he can try and find one kill. They do manage to bring down the wall, but the hit track will fall, but Pycat moves in with the waveform still. Will not stop them from bringing down CCNC once again. But Pycat, he's an absolute monster. He's got so much farm. The Lincoln Sphere already built up. His right click is going to be doing a lot of damage. Stan King, I should say, will be the one next. I'm about to call him Stan Lee, the creator of Marvel, but not quite. Still, Pycat going to be right-clicking down the homing missile. Not going to get stunned up as well. Just trying to stun and keep these players in place to see if we can get a kill. Zai is still hot on their tail. With that swashbuckler damage so much as well. Pycat gets the double kill. PBD still weak. Will result in a death for him. A lot of deaths going on either side here, but now Zai, the ultimate back up, is going to stun him up out of the meld. He's moved out of position, and now they can just right-click him down. Is that a normal interaction? Is it supposed to do that?
There are a few spells that do that, bump you out.
Yeah, but, I mean, I know meld a few.
We'll call it a feature, right? That's what it is.
Okay, okay. That's how things usually work in Dota, to be fair. The OpTic have really slammed it home. We are 17 minutes into this game, and they're approaching 7k gold net worth lead. That's kind of mental. And at this point, you've got to be asking yourself the question, how do VGJ come back into this? Because they're playing a draft that needed those tempo items, needed the Templar Assassin to have a good start, maybe get an early Blink Dagger, get those kills. But yeah, I honestly firmly place it in the hands of Zai, to be honest. That's the power of the Pangolier. As soon as he hits level 6, he's a danger anywhere on the map.
Yeah, he's doing very, very good. It feels like you just can't fight into the... Right, you're going to get caught between some walls, get chain stunned over and over, and that frees up the team to fight more things that come in. And there's also, you know, that fight started really well with VGJ. They managed to catch Silencer and Warlock right next to each other with the Winter. Died before getting it off. So, in like an actual organized team fight where VGJ... I don't see how they could...
VGJ, they do at least scout out the Roshan attempt with a little flare from across the map, but it looks like OpTic, they do want to still go for this one. Down Roshan, a big advantage on their side, especially as ideally what some of the members of VGJ probably were looking to get. You know, early Roshan lineup with the Desolator on the TA maybe, but OpTic will be succeeding this one away. They've got the The medallion as well. Get that negative armor debuff going. And Roshan, look at it, just melts. Pikeout's got so much right click damage now. He's starting to build up his stat items. Already got this Dragon Lance, and I think VG there looking to try and contest it, but too little too late. Roshan's already dead, or maybe not. The Global Silence, though, instantly by CCNC, and Pikeout collects a kill. Still, the Golem's going to be committed as well. Now the Age is going to be going to Pikeout, and this man, he's looking pretty unstoppable. CCNC still, the After Curse going to be placed on him. Going to be whacking him down. They might be able to find a kill into the backlines indeed. They do. 3 members of OpTic actually falling. Pikeout trying to play this one. Going to be strength morphing, saying if he can get a few of these right-click kills down. The shards by PPD, seeing if he can control it up. He collects one onto Stan King, but now Pikeout, he might just fall here. The epicenter, not enough damage to take him down. Now the waveform as well. Snake King falling. The Burrow Strike into the back lines will bring down Pikeout eventually, but PPD very weak, falling still, and now the shards come out. Pikeout is ready and waiting to fight. He's melded up. Got that negative armor debuff once again. Has managed to get rid of the refraction charges, but OpTic, do they still want to fight this? There's only 2 of them up. Still, Kit Kat does come back into the fight. Did I just call him a Kit Kat? I think I did. It's not quite tasty of a trick, but man, OpTic, I don't know. They lost a lot of net worth. They got the Roshan, but the Age is immediately gone, so it's not even like you can play around that objective. You can take it.
Yeah, VGJ made a very nice play. There happened to be a double bottom for Templar Assassins, so she didn't the items like that later to pull up, which she did have in that fight, but you know, with the DD, they were able to take it convincingly. The smoke was very nice as well. They got the flank, they caught the hero out of position, like the silencer died in the wind burst, basically. It was the best fight they could have asked for.
Yeah, it went really well. Oh, and they might just get another one here. CCNC, the TP rotations are instant, but I don't think it's enough. He's already so weak, and that's going to be it. He's going to be finding that kill quite easily. Oh my goodness. Francis Lee, he falls in the end, at least from the urn. Kitrak has brought him down. Still, Zai is looking for opportunities to try and get some kills in the top lane, but realizes he's not getting that at all. Has to back off. Is going to use his shield crash to move up onto the high ground, so there is no chase to be had. Remember, no blink dagger just yet. EA. So in VG are finding openings, right? They bring down CCNC. That's a critical pick. You wanna try and bring down these high net worth carries that they've got on the side of OpTic, but I mean, still, it's hard to try and find the openings right now when OpTic still have such a massive lead in items.
Yeah, it's so hard when the supports protect the carries so well. Find the Warlock in the team, same thing with the just there's a whole bunch of things that need to look right, unless OpTic really positioning or VGJ happen to catch them in an awkward spot coming up a hill, on a ward or something.
Zai's picked up the double javelins now. He's got a blink dagger on top of it. Pretty core items on the Pangolier.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Again, making movements, trying to take some map control. Blair's going to be used mid just to try and push it in, but they do finally get some towers at least. Vici, the solo push, blink dagger picked up as well. 747, not the worst case. Not, you know, it's turning around slowly but surely. And they've shown that they do have the means to win team fights as well.
Yes, very true. And TA also has some items, right? It's still not where she would like to be, but it's much better than before.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I think it could be worse, potentially. They could be in the previous game and calling GG in about 2 minutes time, but
that's true.
Thankfully that's not the case.
It might be 2 minutes too early to call that. You never.
That's true. Dota's a finicky beast these days. You never know. All the crazy stuff happening. Sometimes I look at a game of Dota and I think, when did we turn into Dota? You know? Storm Spirit zipping across the map. Luna, have you seen what she can do these days? She's like spamming down bolts of things all over the place. Crazy. Dota's weird. I feel like an old man that's scared of technology.
It escapes you.
I don't want it to change. You know. But they've actually got vision here on the Stan King. They are going to be able to bring him down. Ice shards, enough damage, PPD. That's a nice little solo kill. 30 seconds, no Winter Wyvern, which means they're definitely not fighting. But they end up trading it for the tier 2 bottom. Vici here trying to pressure this up. We see a lot of TP rotations coming out. Or it's just the one. Zai is confident that he can stop any attempts onto the racks here, while OpTic still hold the enemy's territory.
Well, nicely done. On the map very well. They see him. They actually break the TP.
Ooh, so good. That's the longest TP I've seen this game so far. And Zai ends up connecting it with the rolling boulder. Now they actually don't have anything to try and got it out. There you go. And the sentry coming out. Pikeout can just burst him down with the adaptive strike in the waveform. And that taunt is just utterly ridiculous.
I love it.
You a fan of it?
I am.
It's so over the top.
The more ridiculous, the better. So what happened was 747 tried to TP the bottom shrine. and it was like a 5 or 6 second TP ever to go on. Very, very unlucky.
Yeah. I mean, TP back home might not be in the case, but Zai cottoned onto it, rolling boulder forward with the Moonduck in. He'll fool them. So now, once again, OpTic, they are finding the, you know, the odd strange pickup every now and then, the odd pick off. Feels like VGJ still aren't particularly comfortable enough to be fair to them. You know, they're cutting the waves out. You can see Snake King in the mid lane just going to be trying to prevent as much push as he possibly can. But you know, OpTic have now grouped up as a 5, looking to try and at least pressure this tier 3, maybe force a few of them around, take a team fight or two. But VGJ playing this reasonably well, not trying to get picked off again like they have been in the past.
Yep, they're just farming, and they're making good plays, cutting free plays, playing the map pretty decently, but at some point they're going to have to answer. OpTic just walking up, especially around this time, right?
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Troubling for them. I mean, as well on the side of OpTic, they've got so much catch with the Morphling, the PBD as well, can snowball as many people in as he really wants. The shards catching people out. Zai, not to mention, the amount of lockdown that Pangolier has is utterly ridiculous in a lot of ways. So it's a tough game for VGJ to try and position. But still, you can see it again, snaking, farming up the lanes, cutting the waves out, trying to farm up the next big item.
Yep. Speaking of items, what do we have? Hurricane.
Whoa. Okay, there might be a kill kicking off here. Snake King, indeed, he's dead. He's gone. Global Silence was committed for that one. They bring him down. That's 55 seconds. Does have a buyback. Not the worst case in the world, but that's at least going to force OpTic, I think, maybe to try and go for a push here. Force that buyback off. And we'll get out of it.
Yeah, it's still very hard to push into these here. The wire is great outspin. If you clump up on the hill too much, you get Vital Interest Curse. Even the DA can pass out because they don't really have an instant stun. The snowball has to travel. Zai's up.
Zai's just cancelled a TP up. Oh my goodness. Again, he spotted it. Stops it off. Zai goes for the shield crash. So much damage already put into him. Nobody Flare's he's going to get stunned up as well from the homing missile. Chase is not on, but he cancels the TP. And now OpTic, they realize he's in that area. You can already see the rotation starting to happen as PBD and Kitrak start to make movements, but Zai might just get this solo kill by himself. He's trying to dodge and juke it, but you can't dodge the Pangolier, my man. He just zips into the fray, does that ugly taunt, and gets away with it.
Not escape when it... Alright, that's 50 seconds, no gyro.
They're actually on the tail of 747 as well. Nothing to cancel his TP.
I'll take
the tree line,
amazing what you'll find.
Yeah, that's a lot of time without the gyro. They can't really take an objective off the back of it. I think you're right in saying that Roshan's probably the next big objective here. Unless Zai just gets another kill in the top lane as well. He's going to the rolling boulder around the corner. Nice force staff to dodge it out from Snake King, but the shield crash is going to spot him as well. Zai pot on his tail. And they are going to get another one as well on top of it. 60 seconds now, but now the rotation's coming in by VGJ. So Zai is comfortable, as confident as he might think. I don't think so now as we see them moving in. And that melt damage on top of the Desolator. Zai just melts. He was super confident. He was a little bit cocky, dare I say, just waiting and farming up that lane.
A lot of gold going to Hurricane. Have some component of that. But yeah, Roshan is definitely on the table. Jade know what's up. Trap in the pit. This is quite the vicious kill.
They're certainly going for this one in the top lane. Meld is going to stop him. PBD, I don't think he recognizes. Was it out of vision? Running around. Not quite certain. But now the sentry's placed. They know exactly what is up. And they're going to get it easily. Pycat rotates around. The whole squad, in fact, turned up. And another kill for them. And it feels like OpTic are just getting these pickoffs all the bloody time. Like, VGJ, of course, what do you do in this scenario? You can't exactly 5-man. You're going to fall even further behind in gold and items against this draft, which you don't really want. But the trouble is, now that TA's down, Roshan's up. If you start bringing this down fast enough, VGJ can't even contest it.
We got the sword. Tons of damage. No way they can contest the sword. They have to try for a steal there. Brought the hook shot.
Seen it. They've got a trap. They know exactly how far this should be falling. I mean, they're in the area. Are they gonna? He's gonna go for this. I feel it. I can feel it. I can feel it in my bones. The flare. He's got the vision. Global Silence committed super early here. He force stabs himself in. He doesn't quite get it. In fact, no, that's going to be a feed from Francis now. Pycat gets the Aegis and the kill on top. And now they want to chase for a few more. While all this is going on, there is a bit of a split pushing game kicking off as well as Gyro's looking to try and at least force down these racks. But now they are going to find another kill onto the Stand King. Now, with all those 2 kills, the Aegis in tow as well. This, I mean, this is going to be a high ground siege no matter what really happens here. Gyro can try and push in that lane, but OpTic, they're happy now. They've got the golem down and can start putting in a bit of pressure.
Zai rolling in.
Put the blink as well onto them. Shards will be causing a bit of distress, but look at that. Already another kill, almost instantly. No buyback now. 4747. He's going to be out of this fight. A double kill for Pycat. I think this might just be GG called very momentarily. So Pycat ripping into his enemies. Triple kill for him. The buybacks are flooding out. This might just be an ultra kill coming out. Pycat skidding back. And a boom, 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 boom. He's not quite going to get it. The Glimmer Cape actually cut him off. And now he's going to have to back off here still. It's going to be attribute morphing up. He's quite healthy. The towers are going to be falling down and the heals are there as well from the Warlock. And that Shadow will keep him nice and healthy, but they're still looking to fight this now. Pycat very low. Still has that Aegis, remember, and the cheese on top of it. So he is healthy. The kill's rolling in for them. And we're going to see the hook shot. But Francis into the back. They can't end this man. He's just causing all sorts of destruction for him. The Shadow Word, the plus armor as well from the Solar Crest. And now he eats the cheese. He wants a few more kills. The Shard's going to be sent out. Glimmer Cape going to be keeping him alive for the time being. Now we see the Cog being dropped down as Pycat. He morphed into him. He stole that ability and he's got it right now. Finds an hour, a godlike spree for him. Francis now is trapped in between his own cogs, slowed down to a T, and that will be 360 no-scope. Pycat wants to go for it. What's he doing? Who's he killing? What's the call here? He's going to try and put it onto the TA. They want this gold. They want to try and get a bit of this bounties. Pycat moves forward, but he's got this negative armor debuff. He's very weak. Now he's going to be dropping a few items, but Pycat gets the kill in front of him. GG is called, and OpTic are going to be taking it. 2 games in this series. Pycat does that count? Does it?
I'm pretty sure it does. I think it wasn't a time limit yet to confirm it was. Alright, well played OpTic.
Yeah. With the 2 randoms at the start as well. I mean, it's impressive, I think, for a team to just sort of, because I mean, VG, they were tryharding it. You know, they spent 1,719 moonbucks that draft. You know, Mr. Midas is going to be laughing all the way to the bank. He's getting his money back with interest. Yeah, right. And OpTic, I mean, they're doing challenges. They're not spending money. They're looking pretty happy.